All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 21 of Happy Hour Live Chat. I'm Jerry with BigJ's Knives.
What's going on, guys? Kevin, Boston Blade Reviews. And we got Tristan Barnett. Tristan?
Hey, guys. What's up?
All right. So as you guys know, we have had Tristan on the slates before. We had a little hiccup and Saw Grunt stepped in, but we wanted to get him back on the books as soon as he was ready. And he was ready and willing, and he's got an arsenal there with him. And and just, you know, I'm kind of the odd man out here because I know that Boston has so much history with Tristan. I think, and Boston, you can speak more on this, but kind of give us a rundown on how you guys kind of hooked up and got going.
Yeah, so it was surprising to me thinking about it. It's been about 4 years now, going on 4 years, right about 4 years. I was picking up a buck 110 or 112. It was one or the other. I think it was the 112 though. And it's when I was getting into buck knives a lot. And I seen Tristan's video. I was just going through buck videos, and Tristan had a million. There was a million buck videos on there. And I was watching a buck 112 video, and I commented on it. I said, "Hey, great knife. I just picked one up." And he just got right back to me, and we started talking. I got his number, and we've been talking ever since.
Yeah.
Hey,
we've already got like 24 people in here, so I want to talk about this really fast. We're going to have a giveaway at like an hour and 10 minutes. And if you look at the banner, again, EDC Leatherworks is the unofficial official sponsor of Happy Hour Live Chat, but also Jersey Knife Guy. God bless him. He sent us something else again this week. And it just arrived today. Magnum Boker camp knife.
Nice.
So at an hour and 10 minutes, Tristan's already ready. He's got a piece of paper and a pen there. But we're gonna give away this nice Boker camp knife. It's 1, 2, 3. It's 4-bladed tool. But look at the back springs on this thing.
that's tight.
Tight.
Yeah, that's put together right.
So we're going to give that away. We've also got a lanyard and some stickers that come from EDC Leatherworks, and we still got more stuff from Randy to give away too. I'm just holding it. And then, of course, a Jersey Knife Guy decal. Who can't go without a Jersey Knife Guy decal? So guys,
I love his decals.
They're well designed. So, but yeah,
I'm gonna get one for myself too.
Yeah, we're going to do the giveaway at an hour and 10 minutes, but I just kind of wanted to bring that up because I didn't expect that many people to be in here so quick. But again, thank everybody for coming along. So I'll let you, Tristan, let's just go into this. You got an awesome knife there to show, kind of something called a first gen. Is that right, Boston?
So we'll jump into it. Yeah. So Tristan, what we'll do is we'll show off some of your buck knives. How long? Well, first of all, how long have you been collecting buck knives for?
At least probably 10 to 12 years at the most. I've been collecting knives since I was 12 years old, but they weren't mine originally. They were my dad's or my brother's or my sister's, and I started finally buying my own as I got older.
All right. So now that you can say that a bunch of knives are yours now. A bunch of those buck knives you own. Right.
They're all mine.
I know. Right. I know you keep a log too, a log of all of your buck knives and the dates. And I know another person from the community, Tom, Knife Delights, he does the same thing. So he keeps and yeah, we'll talk about that too. Big J was with Tom today. Real quick, how did that go? How did that go with Tom today?
Awesome, man. I called him last night. He said, "Hey, I'm going to be near you." And he just shot me his phone number, and we've tried to meet up before. So I just gave him a call last night. It's like, hey, I want to take you out to lunch, and we met and had a nice lunch. Then we went and bought some knives. We did some shorts inside of Blade's Farm and Fleet. We did some videos inside of Farm and Fleet, and then he's like, let's go somewhere else. And so we went to a place, to a park, and it was actually the park where his wife was doing a kind of a little get together. So it was nice. I got to hang out with him, his family a little bit, and we got to talk knives. And some people shot some shorts for us. So it was a good time, man.
See, that's something, and that's something I've always thought about, was getting with people in the community. For example, Tristan, meeting up with you, meeting up with Big J, meeting up with or everyone, just whoever could get together and meeting up at some point. But that's great that you guys got to meet up. Tristan, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut off what we were talking about. So,
It's all right. Yeah, I will admit that's one of the reasons I got into this business. Is I originally got into it as the collecting thing. That's all I ever did was collect knives. I would buy a knife, throw it in my collection. That was the end of it. But as I got older and learned about YouTube more, I was like, I got to turn this into a business, and I did. And I have gained some best friends that I ever had. Like I first met JJ Jinx. He has helped me out tremendously over the years. And Boston, I've met Sean and a whole bunch of other people that I've been very pleased to have friends with.
Absolutely. You want to
and
talk
it's not something that you get every day.
Yeah, that's right. So do you want to talk about what you kind of do? You say business. What do you kind of do as your business?
Well, my main thing I do is I'm a knife maker by trade, but I also restore, fix them up, and just general knife stuff for people. Like, you need a knife sharpened? I'm your guy. You need it fixed because you broke the tip off of it? I'm your guy.
Yeah, I know, and you do a good job.
If you want a custom knife made, I'm the guy.
Yeah, if you need something repro. Yeah, I know you also put handles on 119s for people too.
Oh yeah, that's been one of my favorite things. When I first started this business, that was one of the things I wanted to do was customize a 119. And my buddy Cornelius helped me with that. And man, those are still fun videos to watch. And I'm the guy who did it, and I still love rewatching them.
Yeah. You like to use a lot of elk, right, for the handles?
Oh yeah, elk, stag, whatever I can get my hands on.
Right. All right. So, what was the first buck knife that you had purchased? If you have that buck, can you show it if you have it?
Yeah, sadly, that one I don't have anymore, and I'm gonna find that one eventually if I ever. It was a couple years back. My father took me to a pawn shop, and this pawn shop's been well known in the town. It's literally smack dab in the middle of the town. Everybody knows it. And I bought a buck 110, a buck 550 or 450. Yeah, 450. And I paid $5 for the 450. I paid $7 for the 110, and I'll never forget that.
Was that a finger groove?
I did not know at the time how collectible it was. I needed a good knife. Those were the ones I found, and I slipped them right into my pocket, and I continued using them till then.
And wasn't that a finger groove you were telling me or something?
Yep, it was a 110 1-dot finger groove. They only did a limited number of them, and I didn't know that at the time.
Right. Okay, so that was the first buck knife that you owned.
Yep, and it was the one I sold that I still regret selling to this day.
Yeah. Maybe you'll get it back, right?
One day, and I still am friends with that guy I sold it to. It's my old buddy Blake. He's a local guy. He lives near me, and we've done plenty of business with one another. I help him out. He helps me out.
Yeah,
absolutely. Why I sold that 110 was because my phone bill was due, and I needed the money real bad. Nothing was selling, and I was like, what can I sell real quick and make a good amount of cash real quick? Sure enough, I had to sell my 110 to my buddy, and he gave me a very good price for it. And I got my phone bill paid, but in the end, I lost my knife.
Yeah, but you got about 20 more buck 110s now, though.
Yeah, but it's not that one.
Right. Real quick, I just want to thank Paul. Paul's in the house. Mike Curtis, Georgia Adventurer, Pocket Knives. What's that? Harmonicas. Mike Curtis, as I said, we got a bunch of people coming in here. Jersey Knife Guy, PNW, fun stuff. There's so many here to keep up with. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah. I've been trying to talk to them as they're coming in while you guys are talking, but it's flying. So it's good, though. I love it, man. Georgia Adventure, if you see EDC Leatherworks, go hit that Etsy store, guys. A lot of great slips, keys, notebooks, just all kinds of items that him and his wife put together and sell on Etsy. So be sure to hit that up.
Absolutely. And again, thank you, Jersey Knife Guy, for donating to the giveaways today, man. Thank you very much for that. That's gonna be a great giveaway. There is one knife I want you to show, Tristan. It's the first gen 112. I don't think a lot of people know what the material of that knife is. If you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I found the story of this one is, again, it's another one of those things that's a deal of a lifetime, and I got it. I was at the local pawn shop. I didn't know my buck stuff at that time yet, and I saw this in the display case. It was terribly tarnished. It was rusted, and I noticed from the handle it was an old 112 because I recognized it. And I asked the lady at the counter, well, what do you take for it? And she said, how about $25? Didn't have a tag on it. And I'm like, I'll take it home, clean it. It's a gamble worth taking. Little did I know it was a rare model. And how I found out was because I was watching a video on Buck Knives' channel, and he talked about this particular 112 being squared off, having micarta handles, which this has, and it's a reverse line, predate code, 2-line.
Unbelievable.
And
so
these are very hard to come by.
Yes, they absolutely are. And for the people that don't know, the first generation, that right there, what he's showing, that's like as he said, that's a micarta handles. That's how the first generation 112s were made. And what year is that, Tristan?
1967 to 72.
Okay, so the first generation Buck 112s had micarta, and he has one. They actually did I'm trying to think of the right name for it, but they did what is it called, Big Jerry?
Commemorative.
They did. Thank you. They did a commemorative not too long ago for the Buck 112 first gens, and they had the same exact design as that. You could buy this, but yeah, he has the original, which is a great knife. That's one I wish I had right there.
Yeah, my father tries to get this one from me all the time. He wants it really bad out of my collection.
Yeah, you ain't letting that one go, right?
No, I told him if he wants it, he could give me $300. I'll take it.
Right.
And that was my ridiculous price.
Yeah. So besides that, I know you have a huge collection of Buck knives. Real quick, how many Bucks would you say that you own?
That's why I wrote it down.
Okay. All right.
Okay, here we go. Not counting the ones I'm sending back to warranty, I have 144 Buck knives in total.
144. You got a lot. That's a lot.
That's counting the ones I'm sending back to the factory.
Right. That's a lot. What's your favorite Buck knife?
Oh, that's a tough one. I would have to say a 119 because it was my first good fixed blade, and I had a lot of memories with it. So I mean, that'll have to be my favorite because it was my first good fixed blade.
So the 119, and I know that you carry a 119 and a 110 every day, right?
Oh yeah, forgot it was on my workbench. Still carrying it.
You made the sheath for that, obviously, right?
Yep, out of an old leather boot.
Yeah. No, it's nice and it's creative too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, this sheath I've had for a long time.
I know you like to repurpose things as well.
Oh, definitely. That's one of my signatures of my knife making is refurbishing materials.
So as of right now, what is your daily carry? What do you carry on the daily?
When I'm out and about, I carry my 110, 119, and for you, Boston, I always put it in the wrong pocket. I always carry the three blade, and I carry a credit card knife, and I carry a small keychain knife on my keychain.
And that's the 301 that you won on the giveaway, right?
Yep, I still got it.
Good. That's excellent. So, Big J, Jerry, do you have any questions you wanted to ask? I
actually did. I was going to cut in on you, and I didn't want to. But so he says the 119 is his favorite. But what's your second? Like if say you're rushing out of the house, you don't have time to put a belt on, but you need to get something on you. What is your favorite? That you're going to pick besides the 119. Because I know what mine is.
If I was in a rush and I had to pick a good quality knife real quick, it would be the 3-blade because it's one I can easily not have to put back into a sheath. I can just take it and slip it right into my pocket or my shirt pocket, and it's good to go.
Because me personally, and I carry it today, and because I wanted to show Tom, if I'm meeting Tom, I got to take a buck, right? I'm not going to show up without a buck knife, right? I take the old Sport Pro.
Nice.
I tell you, Boston sending me one of these to check out was like one of the greatest like swaps I think we ever did because it showed me what the knife is. It showed me mostly what it feels like in hand and what it's capable of. And then I just pulled the trigger. Like having it a day, I just pulled the trigger and bought my own. That's
the next one on my list. I'm getting one of those too.
It's a great knife.
It's unbelievable.
It is.
Unbelievable.
You get a lot of torque with it. You get a lot of torque. you know, that handle on there, like he was just showing, that handle, you get a lot of, I mean, it's just a fat handle. You
that's
feel like
gorgeous.
you feel like you have a knife in your hand. And I know I've shown this a bunch of times. I'm just saying, you get really good torque on this knife. You got to do you got to get some work done. You can definitely get some work done with that.
Yeah, when BigJ's tree trimming service is in full effect, that's what we're carrying. Because I can actually get it and, you know, really move some stuff with it or get through something thick without feeling like it's just going to slip or slide or anything, you know. I just
or bust in half.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm not going to use a Spyderco Delicate when I'm out there climbing up a ladder, cutting trees, or doing stuff here that takes a lot of work. So I feel comfortable with it.
So you want to show off some of your knives, Tristan? What did you want to bring in the show? This is a knife, you know, we're doing this here, so let's get into it.
Well, I've got one more from my father because he wanted me to show off some of the ones from his collection. I've got one more that he wanted me to show. And a commemorative trapper.
Wow.
Made in China, sadly, but it's really nice. It's a Remington one. It's a 200th anniversary.
Wow. That's a beautiful, beautiful knife.
And this party's probably going to get mad at me for, but I got to show the file work on this thing because, man, it is gorgeous.
If we hear, hey, put my knife down in a second, we know what it'll buy.
God there.
Yes, beautiful.
Wow.
Look at that file work. Wow.
And the nickel silver bolsters. I mean, this thing is gorgeous.
It really is. That's a big knife, huh?
Yeah, and it's sharp too. It ain't a toy.
Sean just said it's too small. Yeah, right.
No such thing. Let me see if I get a piece of paper real quick.
Yep.
Sorry, Dad. I got to show how sharp this thing is.
Holy shit.
And I'm just using the very tip.
Yeah, like the weight of the knife as well.
So did it come like that, or did you sharpen it like that?
No, it came like that when he got it. And ironically, this is going to blow y'all's mind. This used to be available at Walmart on their website.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Hey, speaking of that real quick, I just want to let everyone know that I think TK in Boston, you even sent out the link that Walmart's got the commemorative 110 with the coin. I think it's $35. So if anyone is wanting one of those ones they were selling around Christmas time, go to walmart.com, get you one of those. Yes, that right there. They got it back on sale again. And like I said, it's like
I've got one too.
yeah, it's like $20 cheaper than the regular version, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
You get the tin, you get the coin, you know.
Yeah, actually, it's crazy. I don't know how they do it, but that knife there you can get for $35 right now at Walmart, and then the regular buck 110 is like $60.
Yeah,
so
it's insane.
It's crazy.
No sense.
It's crazy, you know. But yeah, right now I'm sorry. Right now they're on sale at Walmart. They're back in stock. If anyone wants to get one of those, and I want to thank Sean. Sean actually sent me one of the
one of the coins.
Medallion there, the coin.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I got the coin for that. I'm gonna have to add the knife to this, so I'll have to be great. You know, I'll grab that knife when I can. But so yeah. Tristan, what else you have there for knives? I know you love buck, man.
Well, I figured I'll show these off. These are ones I'm sending back to the factory eventually when I get the cash. I haven't been able to do it due to how my business has been slow. This is a 110 I'm sending back. I think you can notice something wrong with it.
What happened to that one?
No clue. I bought it like that.
Yep. So you send
and
that
when
back
it comes to sending ones back to the factory, first thing I look at is the year they were made. If it's a very rare year, I don't send it back. I just leave it alone.
Yep.
And this one is a 1986 model.
Cool.
And now
pipes in here. Hold on, there's a comment I want to put up. Sean says it's a screwdriver now.
I can agree.
It's a big flathead, Sean. A big
now,
or
Tristan,
bottle opener.
I think it's funny. Out of all the buck knives that you have, I asked you to show one. You show that one.
Yeah, I had to.
I tell you one that I want to see, and you talked about a little bit before we hopped on here. You had a great looking Barlow there. In the handle. Yeah, look at this. Original box.
That is insane.
See, now that's what we're talking about. That's what we want. That's what the people want to see right there, Tristan.
The granddaddy of them all.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And
it even says right on the blade.
Yep. And we were talking beforehand, and that's made by Camillus, right?
Yeah, Camillus.
Yeah. I just pronounce it weird. I'm from a different area.
And I've heard it pronounced both ways. It don't matter.
But you know, they also made the Remington Remington rifle series, and it looks just like that, but it has a rifle on the shield there as opposed to that rounded shield. So
yeah, basically I explained this to Jersey Knife Guys because he asked me about it, and I helped him out because in one of his videos he talked about why did the Remington and the Buck 301 look the same, and I helped him out. It's very simple. Buck and Remington, yes, they contracted this knife, but they didn't make it. Camillus made this. Yeah. That's how it looks identical because it's made by the same company.
Tom from Knife Delights just said he'd love to have a Buck Barlow. Tom, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I've been wanting to pick one of them up for a while, but
they're hard to find, my friend. My father was lucky to find this one. He was very lucky.
Oh yeah, they are hard to find. I know because I've been looking. You gotta hit it right on eBay or something.
Yeah, find that one guy that may not know what he has.
Thrifty's giving me some pronunciation lessons here. Camillus.
Yep.
Camillus.
Big J Camillus.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
What's next on the what's next? What do you got there? We want to see some bucks, Tristan. I want to see some bucks.
Yeah, I want to see.
How about the grandpa of all the 119s?
What's that there?
An original 119.
Wow, what year is that?
Vietnam era.
Wow. Yep. That's awesome. I've been looking for one from that era.
You can tell that's not the same as the originals. I mean, it's the ones that you get nowadays.
Right, exactly. There's some changes. Yep. What are the main changes that you noticed on that?
Well, for one, the way the blade is. Let me get mine out. That's a better way to show it. Let me get mine out. Best way to show it is you can tell the blades are ground different. It's done by hand and not by machine.
Right, exactly.
And the choils are also a little bit different. One is shorter than the other because, again, they were doing them by hand back then.
Yeah, that's right.
In my opinion, the handle's a little shorter on the older one, on my opinion.
When did they stop doing them by hand, Tristan?
They still somewhat do it now, but I think they officially didn't do it as much as the years got into 2000s.
Yeah, that's an old school 119. I've always looked for one from that era, and they're hard.
They're hard to find, my friend. Again, these ain't easy, especially with the original pistol sheath that I like to call this one.
Yes, yep. I have a 120 with that pistol sheath. Whatever you want to call it, but yeah.
Yeah, I like calling it that because it looks just like a pistol.
I've called them that too. Big J got one there. Yep. Yeah.
These are both 105s. Two 105s.
105s, yeah. I got the,
hey, Big J.
Here's the one.
I think I beat you.
Good Lord. Yeah, that's right. Hey, I got a brand new buck today.
What'd you get?
Well, me and Tom, we were eating some lunch, and we were sitting there for quite a while just shooting the bull, and he hadn't been over to Farm and Fleet in a while, and he said, let's go over to Farm and Fleet. We went over there, and we actually shot some videos in the knife aisle, and there were people around and everything, and we don't care, we're just shooting. He's like, Big J, you got a Buck Bantam? I said, no, I don't. I said, I bought my wife a full-size version. He goes, well, you can't have a buck collection unless you have a bantam. So he purchased me this.
Man,
This thing is sharp as I don't know what.
I love that
out the package is sharp and just a great little blade. Buck, for what they charge for these USA knives, it's unbelievable with what you get, with your purchase. So thanks again, Tom. This was great. I definitely had a great time. And, man, we're already talking about doing it again. I told him, I said, you got to come when the flea market's on. And then me and Tom go to the flea market. And now I've got my mic set up so we can me and him could both have microphones and have Sarah recording us or whatever we're going to do. And it'll be a great time. Yeah, It'll be awesome. What do we got there, Tristan?
3 bantams.
All right, let's show them. Let's see them.
Each one is a different year.
What is the number on that, Tristan?
Model 285.
285, right? Yep.
And this one is made in 2015.
Yep.
This one is made in, I chart closer so I can see it actually. This one was made in 2019. And this one was made in, here we go, 2012.
Yeah, the Bantam series is great, just like James Stork just said. It is a good series.
They're great.
I have one here that this is my only Bantam, but Sean gave me, man, and I love the colors of this. It's different, you know what I mean? Not everything has to be black and gray. And he gave me this one here. This is the little Bantam, and just a nice small knife from Sean. And thank you again, Sean, for this. I didn't have any of the Bantams, but look at that. Look at the colors on that.
That's gorgeous, man. Yeah.
And they had a mossy oak one there, when we were looking at this one, and the mossy oak one's like $6 or $7 more than this one. So I was like, let's just get the regular black one, man. That's good enough for me.
Right.
What's that, Tristan? What we got there?
I got the same small Bantam, but mine's in green camo.
Okay.
I found this one brand new while I was back in D-Queen. And it was funny, the story. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I just shouting out people for being in the chat here. We got Dwayne Letterman in here. I'm just trying to keep up on it.
Yep.
And this one has a funny story to it that I like about it even more.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, I was back in D-Queen with my mother visiting her, and me and her have been doing this since I was a little kid. We go to flea markets and see what we can find, and I find knives every now and then. I see this one in the case, and the person originally was asking full retail for this. I mean, the brand new price, and I'm like, do you have the box with it? And she says, no, I do not. I'm like, well, then you can't sell it for brand new prices if you don't got the box at least with it. And she goes into this little conversation of saying, Buck's no longer making USA and they're all China now. And I'm like, where have you heard that from? And she said, I've just been hearing about it. And I said, well, I'm sorry, but whoever is telling you that is mistaken. And she said, well, how do you know? And I said, I'm wearing a Buck shirt, a Buck hat, and I'm carrying a 119 and a 110.
That really jives my rear when people do stuff like that and say, they should know that they're talking out their butt.
Yeah.
It happened to me at the flea market last weekend. But I just try to walk away from it before I get too mad.
Same here. I'm just like, I don't live around here. There's no point in starting anything like this. I don't even live around here.
Yeah, like if I got a Buck question, I'm going to ask Kevin. I'm going to ask Tom. Pretty much because I know that there are two guys I can go to, and if they don't know, they're going to tell me to ask you. And that's pretty much how I roll. It's just
Tristan knows his stuff. I will say that. But
this one's going to blow you guys' mind. I told Boston about this story a couple years ago. This is a fake 112 auto. This isn't real.
It's a fake?
Yep, it's a fake 112 auto made in China. You can see how they even copied the box.
See, I'm glad that you're showing that because this is stuff that people are interested in. Why don't you go over how you know it's fake and all that?
Well, let me get my 112 auto that I bought. Well, my father bought it for me. Premier.
Yeah, a lot of people like Tristan can tell just by looking at the box a lot of times.
Oh, yeah, the box is what gave it away for me.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm that way with kind of like Benchmades and stuff. I can tell by looking at the boxes, but, just because Benchmade and Spyderco is like the two.
Here we go. This is an auto Ranger that I bought. My father bought for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the things I noticed immediately, and I don't know if it's going to be picked up on the camera, is the color of the box is different.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, and the buck on top, the buck logo on top isn't as tight as the one on the bottom.
And it's flimsy. If you can see it on the camera, my father and I put tape on this because this box is so flimsy, I barely squeezed it and it nearly fell apart. That's not Buck's boxes. I could tell that is not what Buck would have.
Right. So that's a Buck 112 auto and the other one's a Buck 112 auto?
Yeah, this one is a Ranger one that my father bought for me.
Okay.
And what the sad story is, my father did not know this was a fake. And this is how you have to be careful, because this was on eBay. That's how we got it. And he thought he was getting the deal of a lifetime. And he paid $160 for this knife plus shipping.
Wow.
And when I started looking at it, I put the sheath with it because it didn't have one when I got it. When I started looking at it, it's hard, unless you have and held the 112 for so long, the quality Buck has. The standard they always held up, and this did not feel the standards of Buck. The file work looks nice, but it has sharp edges all around it. I nearly cut my finger on this part of the spring because it's not been smoothed over. And get it open. The blade definitely does not look right.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can tell by the swedge a little bit.
And the engraving right here is so sharp, I nearly cut my finger on it. And it did not feel the quality of Buck. And I called my buddy Robert, who has bought plenty of these custom 112s. Thanks again, man. And he verified that it was a Chinese knockoff.
And it says Buck USA on the blade, I'm sure, right?
Yep, it even says it right on the blade, Buck USA.
How does that look real to you, or does that they do?
No, it did not. It did not look real.
Yeah.
And the weight of this was very off because, again, I've carried a 110 and 112. I know the weight of these normally, and this did not feel right.
Yeah. Zen Ali, he's saying, if it's too good to be true, it usually is.
Very true.
And when I did my video, when you sent me the 112 auto, I weighed them, and I think that 112 auto was the heaviest out of all of them, I believe. If memory serves me right, just because of all the internals probably that's got to go with that, right?
It's the locking mechanism. Yeah, it's so you have more. You're going to have more going on right here.
Yeah, and see, look at Kevin's, how it just has a little dot down there, as opposed to Tristan's had a cutout on the tang.
Yeah.
So you see the little dot or the little detent as opposed to a full cutout. Man, he still got it in the plastic.
Yep.
So is that the real one?
Yep, that's the real one. That's my 112 Ranger.
So you just have the detent as well, where your other one had a full cutout at the bottom of the tang.
Yep. But this story actually has a positive ending. Me and my father contacted the eBay seller, and I will say it's pretty rare to run into somebody who's very honest on eBay, and he was fully honest with us. He told us he was sorry. He did not know that this was a knockoff because he just got the knife in and put it for sale. He did not know. And he refunded my father $100.
That's good. That's good. So, I mean, and what you just said, Jerry, is very true. I didn't even notice that about the cutout on the bottom of the blade.
Yeah.
That's something that's very true. Buck doesn't do that. They don't put a whole cutout. They just do the notch. Can you see it there?
Yeah, mine's got the same one.
Yep.
You know, so that's very true what you said.
I got the eagle eye.
Another reason I could tell is how it opens when you close it. You see if I can open these at the same time. This is the real buck. This is the fake one.
Oh,
Yeah. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Flippity floppity.
Yeah. And later on, my father was going to put this back on eBay as a 110 clone because that's you can't put fake on eBay or they will take your listing right back down, which is fair. But anyway, I told Dad that I want this because I want to be able to show people the differences between a real one and a fake one. And I gave him what he paid for it because I didn't want to just give him $20 and he would lose money. So I just gave him what he paid for it.
You know, I'll tell you, those videos that you have up, and guys, you can go check this out too. Tristan has a lot of videos up showing the differences, not just between the Buck 112 Auto, but between like fake and real 119s, fake and real 110s and 112s. And he really does have a lot of those videos you can check out.
Yeah, like
and I put the case with it.
You can just hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it, right?
Oh,
I'm trying.
Oh, I'd throw up. If that was me and it happened to me, I'd be so mad.
Oh, man.
Oh, my father was very angry. He was not happy.
Oh, I'd want to kill somebody. But I got to tell a story because I'm kind of doing the same experiment. So Kevin was actually sending me a knife. I knew he was sending it to me. He actually sent me, if I can get it. This sheath is so awesome, though. The strong arm, the Gerber strong arm. And I hate to go off
nice.
But
that reminds me.
Well, I went and purchased a Fugazi for $15. So when it gets here, I want to kind of do a video, show, compare, and then I'm going to tear that fake one up, and it's just going to go in the garbage because I don't want anyone getting their hands on it or anything. So I'll actually
but at least you'll do a video on it.
Yeah, I'll actually tear the knife up and just hacksaw it if I got to, whatever I got to do.
Yep.
Especially if you can tell it's a Fugazi. I'm going to throw it. I just don't want anyone getting their hands on it fake.
No, I agree with you. Wait, is yours
definitely
black?
It's black.
Yeah, it's gonna be
the
black.
reason why I say that is because if you look at the knife, you'll be able to see from that video that I showed you, where it says Portland, USA, is in 2 different places.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I would feel so bad if it like got away from me and then someone sold it to somebody for $60, $50 or $40 or whatever. I'd feel terrible about that.
Right.
Agreed. And if you want to talk about Gerber, here's something for y'all. A fake Gerber strong arm.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got one coming.
So let's see that. Let's see. Now, that's pretty good because you can show, because he has the real one that I sent him, and you can see the difference on the blade. So if you look at the blade, right? If you look where it says Portland, USA, okay? Now, you see how on Tristan's, it goes back beyond where it's curved up there? And now, Jerry, if you bring yours in a little bit closer, do you guys see the difference there? There is a difference. If you look, his starts right at the curve, his goes back.
Yeah.
Do you see that? You would have to watch the video on it, guys, but that's how you can tell.
But I love this sheath, man. I love the sheath it comes with. I think it's great because I love backpacking. And this has so many lashing points and so many different ways to lash it.
It's one of the best sheaths that they made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
See, look at this one. This one snaps and will go either way. You hear that click?
Yeah. And this got to me purely by accident.
So that's another thing that I didn't even know. You can actually slide that right in and out. There's no snap.
Yeah.
No, not whatsoever. It will not snap in place. I have to snap this, or if I do this, it's going to fall right out.
Now, another thing that I noticed, and I remember seeing on the videos, you see the button on the strap? It's different than
it's not black.
Correct.
Yeah. That's
correct.
See, I would have never noticed that, and you just pointed out. But the sheath, you can tell the difference in the snap and everything. So.
Yep.
Hey, again, guys.
Even the back, the buttons on his that color, and yours are black. They should be, right? Yeah. Yep.
Yep. And again, guys, I just wanted to point out at 1 hour and 10 minutes, we're going to do the giveaway. We got the Boker Magnum Camp Knife with all the paperwork, the original packaging, a Jersey Knife Guy decal.
Thank you, Jersey.
And then from Randy from EDC Leatherworks, we're going to give away one of his lanyards with a couple of decals in here. So again, they're both the Etsy shop is listed there on the banner. So isn't Jersey's name. So everyone knows Jersey Knife Guy. They just type that into YouTube, and it's going to bring up 1,000 videos of some good.
Thank you, Randy,
guys.
too.
Yeah, Randy. Oh yeah, dude, he sent so much stuff, and we still have more. I didn't want to just give it all away, so we have I think enough for next week, and yeah, it's awesome, man. These people donating, it's just great. I love it.
Yeah,
I love giving back. I love just giving. So,
amen to that.
Tristan, what else you got there, brother? I know you got a million knives in front of you.
Yeah, well, real quick, I'll explain the story on this one. This one was a whole accident. What happened is my buddy Outdoors Addiction, and he sent this to me, and he did not know it was a fake. He gave it to me as a gift, and I didn't know my Gerbers at that time, and I started, before I do a video, I normally do a lot of homework so I don't accidentally say the wrong thing on the knife, and I do a lot of homework saying, hey, this is that, this is that. Anyway, first video that pops up is how to tell the difference between a fake and a knockoff, a fake and a real one. And he instantly points out the box. You can tell that's not a Gerber box.
No, it's not. I still have that box, and I can see the differences already.
And let me get the instructions out. Look how badly printed that is.
oh yeah, so trash.
Horrible.
And he talked about the buttons as well, like them not being black and how the font was off. And how I also could verify this is I bought one of these for a friend of mine a couple years ago. The Walmart where I lived at the time was selling these really cheap, like $45 for a brand new Gerber. And I helped him out by getting him one. And I was like, this does not feel right.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
And
hey,
me and Tom are going into business.
Knife Delights, they're opening up a restaurant and selling knives. It'll be named Billy Bob's Barbecue and Baked Beans Farm and Firing Range.
Yeah, I sent
Boston Barbecue.
I sent Boston a little video last night of something I own, and then I was telling Tom about it today, and just a little something I had in a case. I thought I'll show this to Boston real quick while I got it out because I had my Sportsman's Club new lanyard come in, so I had to get everything situated for if I got to go up there. But just some fun stuff. And
absolutely, yeah. I got the Warrenclyffe, that case Warrenclyffe coming in.
Yeah, that's gonna be, dude. The slimness of the copper locks are just crazy, and I actually brought my case display down, the stuff that I don't have boxes for.
Yep.
I actually did a short on it earlier, but the slimness of these, man, I think you're going to love it.
Man, that's nice.
I mean,
yeah,
slender.
Yeah, I love that. I love the color on it.
Man, that's gorgeous.
I've been EDCing this for ever since I got it. Actually, I put the 17-degree edge on it, and you guys seen how sharp it was. I did a short on it showing how easily I can slice through paper and whatnot, but I think you're going to love it, Boston. And I know that you want to I know you're a carbon fan, and I know you're one of the Warrenclyffe, so I'm real excited, and I hope you get a good one, honestly.
I hope.
If not, just send it back.
That's it.
And don't get mad about it. Just send it back.
I'm already, to be honest with you, I'm already mentally prepared for it because I know how Case their finish isn't the best at all. They're all over the place, and it's a sad reality. You know what I mean? It's not me knocking them. I love Case knives, but their finish. You said it. Jersey Knife Guy said it in his videos.
Yeah.
Tristan's over there shaking his head. He already knows it. And I've seen it before too. So if I do get a lemon, I'll make some lemonade and send it back, and hopefully get a better one.
Well, that's what I had to do with that original mini, the mini trapper I got for the giveaway. I sent it back because the blades were Google-eyed. One's over here, one's over here. They were just separated right to the outside of the knife, and I'm like, I can't even keep this. And at Grand, I switched the giveaway anyway because of what J.O. Ventures donated. God bless J.O. Ventures.
Yep.
So I switched it anyway, but I got that knife, and I'm like, God, I can't even keep this. I was actually going to give it away, too, and I'm like, I can't even give it away because if someone gets it, what the hell's BigJ sending me?
Right, what is this? Right.
Yeah, Jersey.
Guys, sorry to cut you off, but Sean just texted me saying he wants to see some of my knives I've made.
Okay, break them out, man. This is all about you today.
So yeah, today's Tristan's day.
Well, for starters, I guess we'll start back to where before I had all the tools I have now, when I just had a grinder, and that's pretty much it. This was my first Bowie knife I made.
That's nice. That's your first Bowie knife you ever made?
Yep. I even put my name on the handle. Other way.
Maker's mark. Yep.
Nice. I like that, Tristan.
Made this out of an old Ford truck spring.
Out of a what?
A Ford truck spring.
Yep. Wow. So it's spring steel.
Oh, yeah. And this was my first Bowie knife. At the time, this was the largest knife in my collection. Obviously, that's not the case anymore.
That's nice. That is nice.
So let me ask you, since you got that out, what is a good knife size you like? What size blade do you prefer to carry?
Well, when it comes to I carry, yeah, I prefer the 119 because it's a 6-inch blade. That's mainly my preferred size, is a 6-inch. Because it's something I could easily slip onto my hip. I could put it in my boot. I could put it straight into my pocket because I wear jeans that have deep pockets.
Put that into your boot.
Yep, I wear cowboy boots.
Hey,
I do too, but I ain't putting no 119 in it. Good Lord.
Well, you don't put the knife in it. You put the sheath in
I know,
first.
that's what I'm saying. Me, myself, I prefer a 3.5 to 4.5. Boston, what about you?
say that again.
I prefer a 3.5 to 4.5 inch blade. What do you
Same exact thing. That's the same as me. And you know, and yeah, I think I've talked to you about that. I like the 3.5 to 4.5. It's just, for me, it's just a good EDC knife.
Yeah.
I love the 119, the 6-inch blade on it. You know, the 119 is a classic, but if I was to, 3.5 to 4.5 is something that I, you know, like even this, I know I've shown this, guys, but this is the perfect size right here.
Oh, that's that Buck Alpha, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, right here, guys. This is the perfect size.
That's perfect.
The tip of that thing.
Yeah, this is no joke.
Man.
So pointy.
Marine would carry that himself.
Oh, man, that's beautiful.
But look at the jimping, where they put the jimping on this, guys. They put the jimping, you know, here on the blade, right? And then back here as well. So if you want to get up on here, and you're say you're skinning a deer,
yep.
You know, whatever.
Definitely, you would need that. Definitely.
That's exactly what it's for. It's exactly what it's for.
Yeah, exactly. Then you have the jimping back here as well. So, you know, it has a really nice finger choil here. Look at that finger choil. Your finger just goes right in there. This here is I love it. This sheath, as well, is a very, very well made sheath. I absolutely love this knife. These are the sizes that I like, you know.
Well, Tristan, what else you got there that you've made?
Well, that I've made, that's one other thing. But here's one other thing I want to get into real quick is this is something I've been debating about carrying because it's not worth a whole lot, but it's weird. And I like weird blades in my collection. And this is a 120 that I got back from the factory. I sent it in to be cleaned up, and I got it from my good buddy JR. And it's just a 119 that is 3-line pre-date code, so 1972 to 86.
That's a
but what makes it
right?
different? Huh?
120, right?
Yeah, 120.
Yep.
What makes this different, though? Put that around. Yeah, 1972 to 86 is when this one was made.
Nice.
But the reason why I want to carry this one, for one, it's not worth a whole lot, but when I sent it to the factory, it was terribly beat up. The blade had been chipped, and somebody took a bench grinder to the edge, and they did a marvelous job on this. And it is thick right at the tip.
When you sent that in. I remember when you sent that in.
Yeah, and it is really thick right at the tip right here. A lot thicker than your standard 120 or 119. And one of the things I like is here's the 120 that has not been sent in. Standard blade. It's a tad shorter.
Yep.
And I like how slim this it is right here.
Oh, yeah, that just shows you the difference in the year. Also the years, too, right?
No, it's just because they did this because that's how they fixed it. They were only able to fix it by grinding it down a little bit.
Okay, but I also know that the difference in years, they do get a little bit different as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you're right though.
And I love this. It's shorter than a 120. I mean, it's longer than a 120, but shorter than a let me phrase that. I said that backwards. It's longer than a 119, but shorter than a 120. And I love this size. I would so carry this.
Now let me ask you, for all that work that they this is what I love about Buck. How much did that cost you?
Plus shipping, because they don't pay for the shipping. You have to ship it yourself. That was about $10, plus the spa treatment was like $16, $20 after taxes.
That's unbelievable. That's what I love about Buck. When Buck says that forever warranty, they really stand by that. Whereas like a Spyderco, and I'm not knocking Spyderco, but I'm just saying, yeah, like Spyderco. I know that you had to send in the Spyderco, Big J.
Yeah.
They charged you, how much was it?
It was the pivot was, it had the pivot was stripped more or less, and I didn't do it because I didn't get in there and mess with it. But it just must have been stripped from the factory. But they charged me $20 to
fix their own mistake.
Well, they said to rebuild the knife, and I'm like, what are you rebuilding? I don't understand. You're saying the word rebuild, but what they do is they put new liners in it, because that liner, the hole in it was, the D pivot on the hole on the liner was stripped. So when I got it back, I could tell that it had brand new liners on it. So
yeah, well, they basically charged you to fix their own mistake.
Yeah, and then they set the damn knife in a huge box, and a knife's just in there floating around. Wasn't wrapped up, nothing. Just a bunch of dummies, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's what I do.
Huge box. I couldn't believe the box was massive.
Buck does great. They really do stand by that.
Oh, yeah.
And TK's got me cracking up. He said Spyderco, nothing for free.
Got that right.
Oh, these guys have got me dying. And Thrifty said something earlier too here about a minute ago that had me rolling, man.
Here's one of my favorite Spydercos right here. This is the little native. If you guys are looking for a small knife, this little native is really nice. This is made in USA, Golden, Colorado Earth. But I just love that. Yeah, I love that blade shape on it. What I want to do is I want to get really this drop right here is real nice on this. This knife is it's thick. I don't know if you can see that thickness.
Yeah, that's as thick as a 110.
It's actually, to be honest with you, it's a little bit thicker, Tristan.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got some thickness to it. And for a small knife, you can really get some work done with this. I do like Spyderco a lot. And when I seen the little native, I was like, that's a perfect small work knife. And this is in, what is it, S30V. But it has that finger choil there where you can really choke up on that.
Yeah.
Real nice knife. I would like to change the pocket clip, though. It's a little big for my liking.
Yeah, and Mimo says they even charge for the hole, which is essentially a lack of something. So I thought that was funny. These guys are killing. They got me laughing in here tonight. So I'm able to spend more time watching the chats tonight, which is good. I love it. Absolutely.
Tristan, let's see some more bucks, brother.
All right. You don't want to see the Spyderco?
There you go. Wow, that's nice. What is that?
My brother gave me the handles.
What is that? What type of Spyderco is that?
It's a Spyderco PM2.
Okay.
And S30V.
That's nice. I've never seen them in that color.
My brother made that himself. He took a couple of handles and dyed them orange and made it for me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. I have an AC going because it's like about 100 degrees here right now.
It's all right. I was saying my brother made these grips for me.
Wow, he made those?
Yep.
What did he use to make those? How did he make them?
If I recall, my brother will tell me later on when he sees this. I'm pretty sure he used some micarta scales that he already had, and he dyed it orange, and then he jimped them with a round file.
Yeah, that's nice. He did good work on that.
So Jervis has a request here for you, Tristan. If you can look at the screen, he said, "Show the Buck Sport Pro with the wood."
Sport Pro with the wood, huh?
I know I don't have one. I got a Sport Pro, but they ain't got no wood on it. And JJ Jinx asked if that's the one he gave you.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. Wrong one.
No, wrong one, JJ.
This one.
What's up, JJ Jinx?
What's up, man? It's good to see you.
But guys, as he's getting that knife, a reminder here in about 15 minutes, we'll run our raffle. Tristan is set up to choose a number. Like I said, we have a Boker Magnum camp knife, a couple of stickers, and then a lanyard from EDC Leatherworks that Randy has on his websites and gifted us that for some giveaways for a few weeks. And we even have more left, so it's going to be awesome. We got another even doing the next week with that, so it's great that he donated that. And thanks to Jersey for sending that Boker over, man. I opened that thing up and I couldn't believe it. It's all wrapped up nice and neat. Got paperwork with it. Comes in a sleeve push kind of thing with a metal tin. So awesome knife.
Yeah.
From Jersey.
I got
to ask, did anyone besides me and Thrifty pick up the 110 build-out series from Smoky Mountain Knife Works?
Why'd you even have to bring that up, man? I'm so pissed about that. I am so pissed off about that. Big J, right? He sent me the link to it. He goes, hey, look, SMKW has this. So I seen the link, and I was at work. I'm working. I'm in the middle of doing a million things. I'm like, I'm going to get that knife. So I waited about 15 minutes, went back into that link, and they're sold out. I was pissed.
I should have just bought like 3 or 4 of them, but I honestly just bought it so quick because I wasn't going to buy anything this week because, I got my granddaughter's birthday coming up, and I was like, I'm not going to buy anything. But I got that email, and I just seen a buck 110 on the cover page. So I just clicked on it, and it's like build-out series. So I know it's kind of special. So I clicked on it, and I seen $49.99. I'm like, well, this is just a buck in different colored wood. Then I read down through it, and I'm like, it's S30V steel?
I was pissed, man.
For $49.
Nifty, he's getting at me right now. He's like, Boston didn't get one, sore subjects. It's all right.
I sent it to you. Well, I sent it to you, Boston. I sent it to Jersey. I sent it to, and I put it on, they sent me a Discord thing for Slippy.
Yep.
Some type of Discord thing. And I sent it over to there, and I was like, hey, I don't know if anyone's seen this or not, but here you go. So I tried to send it to like 4 or 5 people.
Hey, Thrifty, here's one for you, an S30V, buddy. I didn't get that one, but I got this one here. So this is the Buck 110. This is a limited edition G10.
That's nice.
All right, so you can see right there, you get the numbers on the blade. So this is 43 out of 110 made, but that's a nice knife right there.
Yeah.
So that one's for you, Thrifty.
well, if I get it and I'm like, I'm not feeling it, maybe we can do a little swap-a-rooney or something,
Well, sadly, I wasn't able to find that 110 Pro. I've got so many, I forgot where I put it, but I got another Pro that I'm pretty sure he'll like. This is the Pro 118, the 119's little brother that my father got for me. It's got specialty wood on it. If I recall, this is either, trying to remember. Yeah, this is the laminated wood one. And
I love that handle.
make sure I read this right, because that guy got me in the comments last time about that. 15.4 CM Boss.
That's pretty.
Oh, yeah. I want to use this thing, but I don't want to damage it.
I love that handle.
Oh, yeah.
That's the 119, right?
No, 117.
Oh, the Brahma.
And that's gorgeous. I love that handle.
When did you pick that one up, Tristan?
My father bought it for me straight from Buck.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. I love that knife.
Jersey picked up something from Buck yesterday. He actually told me about it because I sent him that as well. And he picked up, God dang, I can't remember. Jersey, if you can put in the comments what you got from Buck yesterday, I believe it was
the drop point?
Yeah, the drop point 110 and S30B steel with nickel silver bolsters. I just need a little job. So yeah, Jersey got that he got it directly from Buck yesterday. He says it's on the way. So I'm sure he'll put a video out on that probably early next week, right, Jersey? Because I want to see that. I'm a big fan of that nickel silver. I'm a big fan. I don't have a drop point yet. And I need to add that. Do you have a drop point, Kevin?
That's one I've been wanting, and I want to get a drop point.
Yeah, I don't have one. I'd love to have one.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I had my chance. I had my chances to get one. That had one down the store, but he was asking a little much for what I was willing to pay for it. Yeah. I don't think he knew that you could get them for you can get drop points for like $125. And he wanted a little bit more, so I just waited. It is what I'll get one at one point, but
I'm pretty sure it's close to what Jersey paid. I'm pretty sure it's kind of close to what he paid for his.
Yeah, you can get them for like $125. They got them on eBay.
So Tristan, what you got there? I see you had a knife in each hand there for a second, and
well, I got 3 actually right here. This one is one I told Boston about. I built this a couple weeks back.
Wow!
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Very nice.
Got a big old blood sleeve on it. So you can pull it out after you stab somebody or something.
Yeah, this one I wanted in my collection for quite a while. I built this one myself. The handle is one of those Bud K knockoff trench knives you can buy. The blades ain't worth anything, but the handles are real solid brass.
What kind of steel is that? That's just what's that? The 1095?
Probably. I don't know. It's an old sword blade that I repurposed.
Okay. Yep. Very nice. Look at that.
Yeah, weapons collector particularly likes this one.
Yeah.
And Herb says the knuckle dusters are sweet.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah. Can't beat them.
Very nice blade, Tristan.
And then getting to a few other ones that I made. Yeah, here we go. Here's one that y'all saw on... Of course, it leaves my mind right now. I hate it when that happens. Y'all saw one of these on one of y'all's other lives that I gave to a buddy of mine. This is another one I produced. Yeah. Peterbilt knife guy, yeah. He had one that I gave him. Man, that's gorgeous.
Herb said, show me some wood. So I don't know if you got any wood there. Oh.
Aha.
Blake is saying, Tristan, talk about case.
Well, when it comes to case, I don't hate case. I know a lot of people like to think that I do. I don't. I love case. I respect their history, and I do collect them here and there. But as far as I know, most, not all, but most modern cases just aren't the quality that they're known for. I mean, I bought a few modern ones here and there, bought a brand new, and I just did not like them because they weren't put together properly or they weren't that sharp.
Yeah. Yes, their finish.
I know a lot of people think, huh?
I said their finish does have some problems.
Yeah. And yeah, they have the warranty. They have this, you can pay to get it sent back. But in my opinion, if you're going to be a well-known company, you should still hold that quality that you are known for.
Yep. Yep. What do you got there in your hand, Tristan?
This was the very first knife I ever made.
That's pretty good for your first one, honestly.
Yeah, made with just an angle grinder, some sandpaper, and a Nicholson file. And I even stamped my initials with a number 1 as the first knife I ever made.
That's cool. That's cool. What's the handle?
I actually carried this for a while.
What's the handle made out of, Tristan?
Yeah, now that I'm remembering, I'm like, it's probably not as durable as I remember. The handle is those wooden paint stirrers that they give for like 99 cents at Home Depot.
Yeah, yep, cool. That is cool.
And I was telling someone I bought a bunch of them Nicholson files. I pick them up all the time. I can get them for like $1 a piece. And the whole idea was for me to try to start doing that, but I got so much more on my plate that there's one right there. But I just don't have time. I don't have time to mess with my axes, which I really love, axes and hatchets. I just don't have the time for it. So that right there will turn out to be a good piece.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite blades to make.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big axe and hatchet guy, but I just don't have time. There ain't enough hours.
It's a time thing. It does take a lot of your time. Especially if you're doing it for a living, it does take a lot of your time.
Yeah.
And these lately I've been making, these are awesome. I love, and I even impressed myself. I start experimenting with different designs, and when I'm able to make something I was never able to make in the beginning, man, it's awesome.
Yeah. And you've got a sharpening tool on it.
Oh, on both sides too.
Yeah. Yep.
You got double-sided there, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Really nice.
And the handle is silver plated.
Tiger's Tails said he says he loves the stuff Tristan makes out of jigsaw blades. Very creative.
Yeah, that was another material I love to use.
Very creative. What's one of your? Let me ask you. What is one of your favorite knife that you've made for you? That you've made.
Oh, that's a tough one. I would have to say, as far as current, again, that is a tough one. Probably as far as this year, I would say my favorite knife, if you want to call it that, was my Freddy Krueger glove I built.
Yeah, that
cool. Had been a project I had been waiting to do for years because as a little kid, my family and I used to watch horror movies all the time. We grew up watching them. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Hills Have Eyes, go on and on. And I remember as a little kid,
that was a good movie.
I remember as a little kid, I would take a hardware store glove and duct tape butter knives to it as a little kid and pretend to be Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
the Hills Have Eyes from West Virginia stuff there.
What's your? I don't know if I've asked you this already. I think he's gonna get the glove on.
Alan Rice knows about that West Virginia stuff.
Look at that.
Hold on, I'm on a solo in here real quick.
That is cool though. Really, that is cool. That is weren't you selling those or something like that too?
Yeah, how this project came to be was my good buddy Eric. If you're watching, thanks, man, because I never thought I'd be able to make something like this because I've never made any kind of armor before, and it was a fun project anyway. He and I are horror movie buffs, and he wanted a Freddy glove, and this was the prototype. This was the first one I made before I made the one I made for him.
I gotta say that's really well done, Tristan. You really did a great job on that.
Yeah, and how the fingers hinge, like how he can do that, up in his fingers. Yeah,
that really good job.
That's some machinist type work right there.
It's not easy.
Tristan, what is your favorite buck knife in your collection? I wanted to ask you that real quick.
Ooh, that's another tough one. I would have to say my favorite would have to be my 110 Pro, my automatic one that my father got for me, because that was one I had been wanting for a very long time.
After he shows this one, we'll do the giveaway.
Okay. Yep. This is the one, the auto. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the one my father got for me. And it's an S30V, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is, S30V Boss. And this was a 110 I had been wanting ever since I first heard of Buck, because I love the 110. Oh, and to come out with this beauty. Oh, yeah, the Elite Pro.
Yeah, that's the one I have, too. Yep, it's a great knife. Yeah. I have the 112. You got the 110.
And my father's got the exact same one in his collection.
Aren't they great?
Oh, yeah. I want to carry this one so bad, but it was not cheap, so I don't want to damage it.
I know what you mean. That's your favorite buck knife, huh?
Yeah, because Again, it was a design I had been wanting for a very long time, and when I found out that Buck actually did do something like this, I was overjoyed to get one.
100%. 100%. We're going to jump over to the giveaway. Do you have a pen available with you, Tristan?
Yeah, he was set up there a second before we started. So, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to have Tristan pick a number, and don't show anybody. Just keep it to yourself there. And as soon as he lets us know he has the number down, we'll do a start here in the chat. I've already got it typed out. You got it, Tristan? All right, so guys, I just put start in the chat. So pick a number between 1 and 100. It's the closest one. It doesn't matter if you go over. It's just the closest number. And if you win, please accept it. That way we're not having to redraw or anything or go through like we did last week. Okay, we got numbers coming in. So here we go. So we'll let this run probably till 1:12. I'll give you another minute and 15 seconds. Guys, we got Body Beat down here. He's been playing drums and lifting weights, man, and eating some good-looking food.
Hey, Tristan, you remember this one, right?
Oh,
yeah, I was jealous that you got that one. I almost got that one on the eBay auction.
Yeah. So this is when I first started talking to Tristan about.
I remember that because I almost got it. You got it before I did.
Yeah, about 4 years ago, I started talking to Tristan, and I really wanted something to add to my collection. This is the 422.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
1987, yeah. Scrimshaw. Great knife.
Yeah, man. I gotta step my buck game. I got another buck coming, but I just got to start. I got the 700 series and different things, but you guys make me jealous looking at these autos. And
what do you got coming, Jay?
I got this one, and I love it. It's my favorite buck. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm glad you sent it to me because I wouldn't even known unless you would have sent it my way to check out.
It's a great knife.
Oh, it's just spectacular, and it's one-handed. You can operate it one-handed. The 110, I really can't do it. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I just love the 110, how it feels.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm not operating a 110 like that. All right, guys, we're at 112. I'm going to put stop in the chat. All right, so Tristan, what number did you choose, bud? Hold it up for everyone to see. That way they know
75.
75.
75.
All right, so let's go up through the chat and let's kind of look and see who was closest to 75 here. Randy had 66. We got Ken O at 81. We get Radio Geek 72.
Who got 72?
Radio Geek.
Yep.
That looks like the winner, guys. Everyone, please confirm. Jerv, if you can kind of help confirm. But it looks like Radio Geek.
Radio Geek looks like he has it.
Does everyone concur? Do we all concur?
Radio Geek has it.
All right, so Radio Geek, you're going to win this Boker Magnum camp knife donated graciously by Jersey Knife Guy. I've got all the paperwork, the sleeve. You're also going to get Jersey Knife Guy decal, and then some stuff from EDC Leatherworks. We got a lanyard, and we got some stickers from him as well. So please email me your mailing address. And to do that, just go to my homepage, expand the information, and you'll see it right in there. And try to do it before the chat is over. That way I can confirm that I've got it. So, yeah, Radio Geek won. Again, try to email me your mailing address before we get off the live. That way I can just confirm, make sure that everything is, make sure I got everything.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, congratulations,
man.
Hey, I wanted to show something again. Randy WSG made these cool lanyards for a bunch of us on here, and I hang it on my box here. And today I was like, I had this tag from Saul, and I just wanted to add that to a kick-ass Mac Tools socket, some other smaller sockets. But I'm going to slowly add stuff to this as I get it because it hangs up here with my decals and stuff as a reminder of Randy donating that to everybody. And also got the magnet that he donated to me on the front of my box. I'm starting to dress the front of my box, so I've got decals from Austin, myself, Saul, retired tiger already going to the front of my box. I've got the back, the bottom, some sides, and now the front of my box is filled up with decals from people. So I just wanted to show Randy that I appreciate that and that I cherish that. That hangs up there for me to see every day.
Absolutely, absolutely. I have one that Randy made. I love it. I have it right here.
And if you need it for a little whipping action,
yeah, bang,
look for it.
Yeah, great
Get
idea,
off, man.
Randy. Great idea.
Awesome.
So Tristan, we got about 15 minutes left here. Is there something that you want to show or talk about or anything like that?
Yeah, when it comes to, I guess I'll talk about my collection a little bit. When it comes to collecting my blades, I mainly like the weirder stuff. But the weirder I like it in my collection because it makes your collection stand out. But one of the other reasons I go to Buck so much is because I can relate a lot to that company. Like I watched a documentary a couple years ago about that particular company, and I can relate a lot to it. Is like Hoyt Buck started making his knives and files. I started doing that myself, and he used a lot of repurposed materials. So do I.
Yep.
And little did he know he would turn his company into $1 billion, if not more, company. And I can totally respect that. And they're a military family, and so is my family. So I can totally respect that.
Yeah, I mean, and that's something that you do is you repurpose a lot of material, and it's awesome that you do that. You make great stuff. I just think that you're right, though. You guys, you and the company, I can see where you're going with that, Tristan.
And this is another one. Speaking of unusuals, I'm pretty sure you guys don't have one of these in your collection. This is another buck that I found at a local pawn shop. This is a model 186.
I'm sorry, what is that, Tristan?
Model 186.
Wow, yeah, I've never seen that. That's
made in, get the chart. Made in.
I love the Ford finger choy.
Yeah, me too. I've never seen that.
Yes, 1999.
Wow, that's that. You know what it looks like is a Spyderco.
Yeah, definitely.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
The bird,
awesome.
The bird version of Spyderco. But Alan Rice, he made a comment. I want to put up on the screen, Tristan, because I've never seen one. He said he has a Buck 101 and he loves it. Do you know anything about those? I don't.
Buck 101. If I recall, they're the fixed blade version of the 110. Basically, it looks like a regular Buck 110, okay, but it's a fixed blade.
Yeah,
I don't have one of those, ironically.
Yeah, I've seen them. They have one down the store. It looks like it has the brass bolster.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and Alan Rice needs to start a YouTube channel. He's got all these knives. We need him on YouTube. I would love to see him, man. I think he's got a good, Tyler that gifted Boston those great knives. I'd love to see them. I'd love to see their collections.
Yeah.
And then Tom says the Buck 101 does not go over well, so it must not have been a hot item. People must not really like plug it or something. So.
The Buck Light. Was that a Buck Light?
Yeah, but this one has a good story to it.
Let's hear it.
This one, I found this knife, not the sheath. I found them separately. I found this at a flea market for $1.50.
Wow.
But it did not look like this when I got it. When I first got it, it was terribly sharpened. It looked basically like a toothpick, is what I like to call it. And I didn't know that Buck was still going to fix this, but I sent it to him anyway. And they put a brand new Buck 112 blade in for me.
I was going to say that has to be a Buck 112 blade.
And the sheath, I dropped it, of course.
Because that's a Buck 422, right?
Yeah. I found the sheath in a lot of knives that I bought, and I noticed that it said Buck on it, and I was like, yep, this has to go with this, and it did. So I found them too and brought them back together.
And Sean says he gave you the same one. He said he gave you one like that.
Yeah, he gave me one similar to it, and I actually still have it too. It's in my collection.
And Zen Ali.
And Sean gave me one too.
Zen Ali got me cracking up. He said, "How could you not like fucking Randy?" Which is true, He's all the time just trying to think about other people and getting stuff to other people, which is nice.
Alan Rice said he's shy. He doesn't want to.
He ain't shy. He's from West Virginia. People from West Virginia don't get shy.
Is that the one that Sean gave you?
Yep, it's the one Sean gave me a while back.
That's nice. That's really nice. I love it with the finger grooves.
So
Oh,
Sean
yeah.
gave one too, Boston. So Sean's been sending them all over the place. He gave Boston one as well.
Yeah, he did. He just gave me the buck 110 LT. He gifted to me. I'm very happy. I thank Sean very much for that. I did a video on this actually. Along with this LT, he gifted me the Bantam.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then it was also the other knife. I have it over here, but yeah, the other knife too. It's just what a great guy. He gifted me some more before that. Just unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Who was it that won the raffle again? I'm sorry.
What's that?
Who was it that won the raffle again?
I can't think of the name.
Me neither.
I need him to send me an email with his with your mailing address before we get off here. So again, just go
Yeah,
to
one more thing.
and the information, and then my email address is in there. Scrolling back up through the comments now.
I got one knife here that I know that Tristan likes. I don't think he has this in his collection, but
No, I don't. That's another one I want. I love that one.
so this is a buck 119 with the leather.
Man, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's just a nice knife. And I like how they did this here with the
Yeah.
Yeah, they put the holes in the guard. But the sheath that comes with this, I haven't put away. Really nice sheath as well. But hey, actually, Tristan, they have one more of these down the store, buddy. I really gotta see what I can do. But they have one left of these. I gotta see what I can do with that. But you got a great grip on this knife because that leather.
Man, I bet it's like a K-bar.
It is, man. It's because of the leather. It gives you that thicker grip.
Oh yeah.
You get a great purchase on this 119. Nice knife though.
So it was a Radio Geek. He won, and he shot me his address, so we are good. So thank you
Yeah,
very
and
much.
this is another one I figured I would show you guys. This is one of the things I told Jersey about is I actually have the charade version of the 301 that they only limited a couple of years, and I have the Camillus version too.
Wow, that's pretty cool, huh? That is cool.
And what happened is in 1972 and 86, no one phrase that. Just in 1967, Charade got the rights before Camillus did, and then later on, Camillus bought the rights to the knife.
Right. You have a bunch of 301s now. I know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I recently added this one.
Is that the? Trying to
The
see.
313, the Muskrat.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's missing something.
Very nice knife. Tristan, I was going to ask you, we got a few minutes left here. Is there anything, like I said, you want to talk about what you're doing, what you plan on doing with YouTube? Anything that you want to get out to everyone watching?
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for being here, for one. I really appreciate it. Again, I never knew that YouTube would boom into what it is now. And even though YouTube and I may not be on the best terms at the moment, I do appreciate that they let me back on YouTube. And again, I'm still going to continue doing YouTube. I am going to slowly start going to Rumble here and there just in case it happens again. Because I'm pretty sure not a lot of you know, that's why I wasn't here last time, is because YouTube put me on YouTube jail again. And that's why I wasn't here last time. Luckily, it got lifted early. Don't know why. And I'm happy to be here. And I look forward to doing more live streams with you guys, eventually some more, because I got plenty more to show. These are just ones that I haven't shown.
Yeah,
and
yeah, you got a ton of buck knives, man. I mean, Jersey Knife guy said thanks so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's something that you know, like I said, it's going on about 4 years now that I've been talking with you, and the knives that you show, that when, you know, you'll send me videos or photos of them, they just blow my mind. The collection you have is just amazing. I know that you put a lot of yours away.
Yeah, a lot of the ones that are worth a lot of money, I do keep put up for safety reasons.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely, you know. But I know that you have a whole bunch, man. And we just wanted to get you on here to show everybody, you know, some of your collection. And you know, we appreciate you being here. Are you going to continue? Obviously, you are going to continue making YouTube videos, like you said, and making knives and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm going to continue doing it as long as I'm able to. And I even had a friend of mine ask me about that thing. You know, what if I'm 80 years old by then, and what am I going to do? Because obviously I'm not going to be making knives for that long. And I said, I'll probably do what most knife makers do when they retire. I'll start writing books about my experience and things that I did to help get to what I am today, and just overall my knowledge on it all.
Absolutely, absolutely. Jay, you say one of this close us out here, or we still got 5 minutes left? You want to talk about
it? I was wanting to give a huge shout out again to Tristan for coming on. I know the first time we had that happen, and I felt so terrible about that. And so I want to thank you for accepting a second invitation, because I know when stuff like that happens, it kind of puts us all in an awkward spot. So thank you for coming on. Thanks for having that wonderful collection to show everybody. I like watching your content. It's great. I do want to give a special thanks to Jersey Knife Guy and Randy at DC Leatherworks /Venture. Guys, you don't understand how much it means to us for people who support the show and then donate items for us to give away. It's really hard. I mean, it's hard to really for you to comprehend how gracious we are about that, because it definitely does go a long way, because a lot of the stuff we give away comes out of our own pocket. You know, I'm not sponsored by anybody. Kevin's not. So the stuff we give away, you know, we're pulling out our own wallet. So it's great to have assistance out there. And that's why anyone who doesn't, I'm posting their stuff up on here, and it's going to stay up here through the whole show, because for them to do that is just great. I love it. You know,
and that's another thing.
To us. What was that, Tristan?
And that's another thing. I do plan on doing a giveaway sometime. It's just I've been so busy trying to scramble what I can together. It's not as easy to pop up a video and record it and upload it. It's never that easy.
Yeah, then you gotta watch now how you even do giveaway. You gotta be careful about how you even name it.
Especially, yes.
And I tried my best to make mine work free, and I still had lurkers coming in.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be on the next one. I'm gonna be straight up. Hey, and that's what Jersey did. Hey, if I don't recognize you, you're not gonna win this stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do on my next one, and that way it keeps all them people out. And I'm just gonna say right from the beginning, if I don't notice you, or if I don't recognize you, you're not gonna win anything. So it's the best way to do it. You just be honest. You know, I wanted to go to these guys who support me. You know.
That's right. That's right. I just wanted to close this out just by saying, you know, thank you very much, Tristan, for coming on here.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, like I said, going on 4 years now. When I started, you know, really getting into buck, he was the one that really influenced me to keep collecting, you know, and just get onto YouTube and stuff like that. If it wasn't for Tristan, I wouldn't even be on YouTube right now, to be honest with you. So it's funny to think of. It's funny to think that that's already 4 years, going on 4 years, huh, Tristan?
Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe, huh?
I mean, yeah, it really is, though, because it's like it doesn't seem that long. But
I know. It seemed like I met you a week ago, and it's been so long, and I still shocks me sometimes.
It goes by fast. It's the same thing with me and Big J. You know, it's like me and Big J. It's been what, 8-9 months or
a while, and
whatever it's been.
Dude, because we're so busy that I think that we don't even understand how busy we are, and the days just fly.
Agreed.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. So yeah, in closing, I just want to, you know, really do a special thank you to Tristan for coming on, and you know, he keeps me motivated, and like I said, he has a great channel, guys. Go over and subscribe to him. He has a great channel. He not only collects the buck knives, but he makes his own knives, as you've seen here, and he's just, he has a ton of videos out on comparisons, like he was talking about earlier. Comparing real to fake, and he has so many knives that he can do that. He has so many buck knives that he can actually compare real to fake ones and stuff. So check out his YouTube channel. Go over there and subscribe. Show him some love on that. And just again, thank you again, Tristan, for being here.
And thank y'all for having me. And to all my buddies who are watching this live stream, thank y'all for being here. Make sure to go sub to Big J and Boston as well, because without them, they wouldn't have this wouldn't have happened. Because I've never been on a live stream, and Boston had to explain it to me a couple of times, but I was able to do it, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
you got it, brother. You got it. It probably won't be the last one.
No.
Oh no.
All right, guys.
The last one. So yeah, we got Randy WSG coming on next week.
Yes.
I'll let Jay. You can take it away.
Sorry, I totally forgot about that. We're starting to load up more guests. We feel we can do that now. We're a little more comfortable with everybody, and Boston knew Tristan very well, and that makes us so much more comfortable. We know Randy very well, and Boston and I are actually going to be going on vacation here in a couple of weeks, and we'll let everybody know when there isn't going to be a show. But I want to get more guests on before we leave for vacation, and Randy's been on plenty of lives. He knows how it works. He knows what to show. He's got all the stuff to show and talk about. So next week, Randy's WSG on Happy Hour Live Chat. So guys, be sure you tune in. I will have a poster made probably Monday or Tuesday that'll be on here and Instagram both. So guys, be looking for that. Okay.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna try to at least be on the live streams every Saturday, or at least try to watch them. But like I said, with my business, it gets really busy and I forget sometimes. And I notice on my phone, I just missed the live stream. But I'll always still try to comment on them.
All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap for tonight. Stay sharp and stay strong out there.
Thanks, guys.
Later, guys.